spike every so often, and they spike when I'm usually talking to someone and they are at face level. Like when I'm talking to someone around here, I've no idea like where I can do my eye placements or anything. I feel like someone, the person I'm talking to is sort of intruding my personal space to the point where I can't even look around because it feels like I'm getting away from them. So I don't want to seem like I'm scared, but it's literally when a person is close up to me. That's when the awkward tension builds up, and I should be, practicing a lot more if the issue is really this close up. So when it comes to, people talking to me, I feel alright from a far distance. So I don't know what it is, but my personal space is like, like I can't escape now. Like literally, I've got my back towards the wall. Like I'm completely surrounded sort of vibe over here. And I feel like sometimes as well, when people are too close up, I feel like they can pick up a lot more of the emotions I'm giving off as I talk. And I can't really, hide anything or actually, lie my way through anything. Not as in like what I'm about to say to the person or discussion, but more as in I just have to be authentic at this point, and I feel vulnerable. Even anxiety-wise, I'm more anxious, of course, as well, like when someone's this close up to me and I'm talking, because I feel vulnerable. Like any moment, if I'm like, they're about to do anything, like boom, they're about to have a go at me, it's too late for me to react because you're already in my personal space. So these are the fight and flight responses that are kicking off straight away because it's a uncomfortable closeness. But I need to break this barrier right here and teach my brain that there's nothing wrong unless the person, of course, is armed, or if I have a history with the person that's sort of, not good, then it's understandable to back off a bit. But I just like to share that with you guys as well. So most of my conversations with people where I feel 100% comfortable is where I'm sort of like 2 arms away from the person and I feel like I can breathe. Like even close up, like when I'm talking to someone, I feel like it's not even safe to breathe. Like I don't know what it is. It's just the mechanics of the way anxiousness and, maybe I've been so agoraphobic the last few years, and I just feel like my personal space is my safe zone. And if someone breaks that, then you might as well fight me, But if we were to go that fighting route right now, another reason why I am a bit anxious when it comes to face-to-face now is like, because I haven't been working out and I am, of course, physically more lighter than the rest of my peers and the average person anyways. I feel like if I was to go in a fight, I'll be scooped off my feet, and I wouldn't know exactly how to defend myself. But then I realized if you're anxious and you already have those thoughts, no matter how big you are, you will lose because your thought pattern's already messed up. You've set yourself up for failure. So maybe I've got, of course, first of all, hit the gym, but at the same time, normalize and, of course, change and try to shape my thinking patterns and behaviors a bit more to the rational side, because a lot of the things are irrational that I've got, and I've, of course, embraced them and accepted them. But I've got a long way to go, man. A long way to go. But other than that, it's been so long since I brought an interesting video to YouTube. And because today, of course, I made a massive scenery change, a massive encouragement where I ventured out, way beyond my comfort zone to a place where there's people just crawling everywhere. And I actually held it together. Whether I was completely vulnerable or not, it doesn't matter to me, because the win is just being able to hit record and hold the camera off for at least 10 minutes, in a place where, forget a camera, just walking there with someone else. When you're with someone else, you're sharing the attention, if anything, 50-50. Even that is like a no-go for me. So just to do it with a camera and just talk and accept people's looking, people judging me. And that's one of my biggest fears, is fear of judgment. And especially is with girls, because I've had a lot of like bad history with girls judging me and stuff, to the point where, of course, I feel like they don't, value me, and I've put on a mask on that side when it comes to the dating side. I've tried to mold into people that they like, things like that, just being fake overall. But letting the mask down and being more honest with myself and you guys on here on YouTube, and the relationship with my family as well, my sisters, my brothers, my friends. I'm working on just being more vulnerable. Like if I'm coming across as you know, like not weirdo, but as in like, I don't know, just basically just being more real than the average person, because people can pick up vibes, you know. So the more real I am becoming, I'm trying to do anyways, I feel like the relationships are either getting thicker or they are, you know, showing signs of more chords connecting from me and the other people, you know, family and friends. Other than that, I just wanted to come out here and make a follow-up, of course, from the brilliant exposure today and get my brain thinking. You know, like usually when I'm at this point, like right now, I'm starting to feel the jittiness, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable, and I'm just, you know, it's hard to get my thoughts together right now, so I'm actually not forcing it, but my brain is working at a high capacity as we speak right now, as I talk right now, and it's just basically ideas and getting words out. So it's just merging those two together that's so difficult for me, and that's something I've been so, you know, out of socially in the last few years. So I 100% do understand the gap I've got from my current, you know, social, what do you call it, social levels to another person's social levels. I 100% understand the gap, and there's a valid reason for that, but there isn't a valid reason for, you know, if I don't work on these skills and try to better them, you know, not to literally match the other person's level, but to suppress it. And I know that's 100% possible. So I'm not going to rest until I, of course, get to that level. But I know, and I have, of course, bored in mind, you know, the past tense of bear in mind. So I've actually got this in mind, like, it's going to be so challenging and it's going to be way more hurdles as I keep going in this challenge. But that's literally what it's for. You won't be able to grow unless you bleed, and then, you know, with so much scars, so much horrible stories, so much interesting ones, that's where growth happens, and that's where you'll be able to see the contrast from where you begun and the vision you had, and after a while, or, you know, depending on when you decided to stop and look back, you'll be able to see the massive change. But other than that, I'll be coming back tomorrow, probably right here or the other park, and I'll be coming with you lot with a surprising, better, interesting topic, as I've been promising you lot in the last 2-3 videos, I think. And I'll catch you lot. It's definitely gonna be nice and warm. So I'll just quickly put on my Inspector Gadget costume as I sign out. And like I say, make sure you enjoy your day, take advantage of anything positive, and just make sure, stay on top of whatever you've got planned, whether it's a journey that you're on, or if it's something that you've been procrastinating. Have it in mind. It doesn't matter if you fell off, as long as you still have it in mind and you are doing small things. Trust me, it will add up and it will pay off. But other than that, peace, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't. I haven't said that in a long time. Leave a few comments if you made it this far, and I hope you have a blessed day, and as always, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.